The neo-noir protagonist is a character we can all relate to in one way or another. Someone who is struggling to make a choice, who is split between two versions of themselves, who feels isolated from the rest of the world, or someone who is seeking the truth and a sense of purpose. We all struggle with these kinds of challenges in our lives, which is what makes these types of characters so relatable. Characters such as Neo from The Matrix and Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver both seem to embody the brokenness and confusion experienced by similar characters of the genre. In a famous scene from The Matrix, Neo is forced to make a decision, taking the blue pill and continuing his life as a lie within the computer program known as The Matrix, or taking the red pill and discovering the truth that the real world is controlled by artificial intelligence machines that are trying to eradicate human beings. By choosing the red pill, he breaks away from the comfort or normality that was his life working at a software company and willingly accepts the uncertainty of what is to come next. Travis Bickle encounters slightly different issues in Taxi Driver, but they still relate to the same theme of a morally divided character. Travis, a returning Vietnam veteran, seeks to assimilate back into civilian life, but has trouble doing so because he suffers from insomnia and PTSD. Despite having his job as a cab driver to keep himself busy, he constantly feels isolated from everyone else in the city and the people he meets. His thoughts of rage and violence are suppressed until he reaches a breaking point that pushes him off the edge. He goes on a murderous rampage, killing 3 members of a brothel in an attempt to do what he believes is right, and actually ends up becoming the local hero for it. His constant struggle to choose between a life of normality and dissatisfaction versus a life of chaos and violence followed by personal fulfillment is ended when he caves in and chooses the latter. Both Travis and Neo choose the same path of deliverance that sets them free of the struggles taking place within their lives. This idea can be applied to the changes between neo-noir and classic noir, which ultimately reflect the dramatic changes within American society during the second half of the 20th century. America during the 1950s, which was also the age of classic noir, featured a stable, affluent society that looked good on the outside, but also one that enforced racially dividing policies like Jim Crow laws and segregated schools. This mirrors the life of normality that harbored many underlying issues experienced by Neo and Travis. In the 1960s, the civil rights era witnessed social movements that led to extreme social unrest and turmoil, but also resulted in many changes for the better. The path that America chose is the same as the one chosen by Neo and Travis. Although it may have seemed to be the path of chaos and disorder, it was also the path of truth that led to a better outcome in the end.